next topic is poverty estimates. So in India, there is a substantial decline in poverty ratio from about 45% in 1993 and 94. Then in 1993-94 to 37.2% in 2004 and 5. Then again poverty has declined 22% in 2011 and 12. So you see the poverty, this proportion of people below the poverty line came down continuously. So the poverty in India is reduced percent wise, but number wise it is huge. Social groups which are most vulnerable to poverty are scheduled caste and scheduled tribe household. And according to a recent study, except scheduled tribe, all the other three groups, that is the scheduled caste, then rural agricultural laborers and the urban casual labor households have seen a decline in poverty in the 1990s. So you see the poverty estimates in India, again I am repeating this, 45% in 1993-94 and in 2004 to 5 that is a 37.2% poverty, and in 2011 that is 22%. You see the decline of the poverty ratio in India. So next topic is interstate disparities. Next topic is interstate disparities. So in this topic we are going to read about the comparison of poverty in different states or interstates. So poverty in India also has another aspects or dimension. In India, the proportion of poor people is not the same in every state. Different states have different poverty ratio. So poverty varies from one state to the another state. Like Bihar and Odisha continue to be the two poorest state. Means most poorest state in India is are Bihar and Odisha, with poverty ratio of 33.7% in Bihar and 32.7% in Odisha. And in urban poverty is high in Odisha, MP, Bihar, means in these three states are very high in poverty, in urban poverty, poverty, not rural poverty. And in UP, Kerala, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and West Bengal saw a decline in poverty. You see disparity that in Bihar and Odisha is the poorest state, but in this urban poverty we have seen in MP, Bihar and Odisha. But in UP, Kerala, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, West Bengal, we saw a decline in poverty. And in Punjab and Haryana have traditionally succeed in reducing poverty with the help of high agricultural growth. In Punjab and Haryana, due to the green revolution and excessive irrigation, development of irrigation, so there we see the decline of the poverty due to the high agricultural growth. And in Kerala has focused more on human resource development. So there also means in Kerala we see the declination of the poverty. Then in West Bengal, land reform measures have helped in reducing poverty. And Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, public distribution of food grains is responsible for the improvement, and it may be cause of the declining of the poverty. So you see in different states how the poverty is declined due to different reasons. So this is very important. Again I am repeating that in Punjab and this Haryana, their poverty is declined due to the high agricultural growth. Then Kerala, they focus more on the human resource development. In Bengal, they focus on the land reforms. That is why they reduce the poverty. And Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, they focus on the public distribution system, and they distribute the food grains and other things to the poor people. So these states have declining the poverty estimates. So next topic is global poverty scenario. That is global poverty scenario. Global poverty scenario. So in this topic, what we have read, that poverty, we see, now we look poverty as a global scenario, okay, all over the world. So in China and Southeast Asian countries, poverty declined substantially as a result of rapid economic growth and massive intensive investment in human resource development. Means in China and the South Asian countries, they invest in the human resources, and due to this they decline their poverty. Now next topic is this causes of poverty. This topic is very important to listen very carefully. Causes of poverty. Causes of poverty. So what are the main causes of poverty, or what factors responsible for the causes of poverty? So there are various reasons for widespread poverty in India. So first reason is that under British control, India had a low level of economic development, and new policies of the colonial government ruined traditional handicraft and discouraged development of industries like textile. So this resulted in less job opportunities and low growth rate of income, and with the spread of irrigation and green revolution made, job opportunities were created in the agricultural sector. However, these were not enough to absorb all job seekers. This was the main cause of the poverty. That is the policy of the British ruler, and they applied it in the cotton textile mill. So but India has so many opportunities. With the opportunity, that is the green revolution started, but however these were not enough to absorb the job seekers. And second cause of poverty is high poverty rates. Has been the huge income inequality. Means that is a huge unequal inequalities. One of the major reasons for this is the unequal distribution of land and other resources. In India, lack of resources has been one of the major cause of poverty in India. Means in India, lack of resources. That resources are not to reach everyone. So this is also a cause of the poverty in India. But proper implementation of policy could have improved the lives of millions of rural people. And third cause of the poverty is that small farmers needed money to buy agricultural inputs like seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, or machine, or etc. So they used to borrow money and were unable to repay the loan because of the poverty. Means timely they are not to repay the money which they get from the money lenders or the big farmers. So they are comes in a debt. So this is also the main cause of the poverty which we see in the mainly in the rural areas. So you see the 3 points of the causes of the poverty in India, that is the British rules, then second inequality of the income, and third one is the small farmers, which they get the money from the big farmers or money lenders, and they become a in the come in the debt. So next topic is that is the measures, different measures of the poverty. So that last topic we will read in our next class. So I hope you understood all these topics which I have taught today. That is poverty estimates, then global poverty scenario, causes of poverty. So read it in your book also and understood. So thank you. Jai Gurudev.